when it comes to being incarcerated, you already know that you are surrounded by violence 24/7. I don't care if it's the middle of the week or the weekend, every single day is the same. While you are in there, you better get you a knife, because 9 times out of 10, any situation that occurs or something pops up, people are trying to do damage and hurt you. If you're watching this, you already know why you're here. What's up, y'all? Y'all already know, man. Kfrogtv back in the building. Y'all go ahead and hit that like, subscribe button, and make sure you hit the notification bell so you can see it first. I want to tell everybody straight up, welcome back to another episode of the Inmate Dictionary. Today we're going to be speaking on letter G. Get you a knife. Okay? You want to make sure you get you a knife, or at least have access to one. And in this video, I'm going to break it down to you, and I'm going to explain to you some reasons why. Like I said in the intro, in prison you are surrounded by violence and danger 24/7. Even if you were at a sweet institution to where not that much violent stuff goes down, that institution can flip like this. All it takes is for 1 or 2 people to get sent there that can turn it up. That's all it takes. 1 or 2 inmates can land in a camp that is sweet, and them 2 inmates decide to crank up and turn up, and that whole camp will flip around. There will be people getting wet, people getting robbed, people getting hit with locks, people getting jumped, people getting extorted, people getting took, people, everything you can think of, all right? And that's all it takes. And you're gonna wanna get you a knife first quarter, or at least have access to one. If you're not one of the people that wanna walk around and tote knives 24/7, that keep a knife with you all the time, like I did while I was incarcerated, then at least make sure you have access to one, all right? And the reason for that is because, like I said, everyone's playing with knives. I don't care if it's a petty argument over some canteen, some money owed, a card game, you know, who had next in line for the phone. You feel me? They could be arguing over who got a better grade on a test getting their GED. It's gonna always lead to a knife. And the main reason why you're better off having a knife, and you want to make sure you have one, is because everyone's gonna have one. You feel me? So it's like, you know what they say, you don't bring a knife to a gunfight. Well, in there, knife fights is the top priority. So you don't want to be empty-handed. When people finally realize you ain't got a knife, you ain't toting, you know, and they know you ain't got access to one, you don't like to ride with your fire, you ain't got access to it. If you get into an altercation, they're gonna feel like you're vulnerable and try to take advantage of you even more. They're gonna be like, well, all I gotta do is up my knife on him, or hit him with my knife first. See? So you never wanna make it to where they don't know if you have access to a knife. Or you could just let it be known that your ass tote fire. Let everyone know you walk around, you keep that banger on you, like I did while I was incarcerated, okay? There was a lot more times I didn't need it than I did need it. But I'd rather get caught with it by the officers than to get caught without it when I get into beef and conflict, all right? Because like I said, prison is a very dangerous place. Now, don't take this video as if I'm telling you to go get a knife and start robbing people and start wetting people up and stuff like that, because I push positivity, not negativity, all right? I'm telling you to get you a knife for your own protection, for your own good, for if you ever need it. Because this right here is the Inmate Dictionary, where I break it down on the strategies to survive while you're incarcerated. And having a knife is one of those, literally. And like I said, you'd rather get caught with it by the officers than to get caught without it by someone that's on that fuck shit. People tend to rob, people tend to, you know, wet people up and get them off the compound. Even people who weren't even meant to get wet. You understand? And when you find yourself in a dangerous situation, people are gonna wonder if you're willing to take it as far as they are, or if they're willing to take it as far as you are. By you having that knife, that is a precaution, okay? There could be someone in there that can literally beat you to sleep with his hands. But you tote fire. You keep a banger with you. You keep a knife on you at all times. That's going to make that person that you know that'll whoop your ass, even he knows he'll whoop your ass, but he ain't going to want to because you have that knife. So it kind of will like keep you out of majority of your problems, because you're going to come across people who aren't willing to take it as far as they think you're willing to take it. You know, you can't be one of them people that just tote a knife though and ain't going to do nothing with it, or let someone, you know, strong arm you for your knife. You feel me? Because then you'll be looked at like a clown. Once you're looked at like a clown and they know, oh, he ain't got no reason to be carrying that knife. He ain't gonna do nothing with that knife. He let such and such rob him for his knife. He let such and such run up on him, beat him up, and he had a knife on him, and he didn't even grab that motherfucker. You know, once you get into that stage, then getting a knife isn't gonna help you. All right? This is basically to let you know, you get you a knife, you protect yourself at all times, because you don't know if you're gonna make it home. You don't know if you're gonna make it out. Tomorrow isn't promised, especially in prison. Like I said in prior videos on my channel, you got some people that go up the road, do 20 years and make it home. And you got some people that get a little year and a day. A year and a day, which is the smallest sentence you're gonna get down here in Florida prison, and get bodied in there. Why? Because they didn't carry themselves right. And if they did, when it was time to react, they didn't react, or they got caught slipping and they didn't see it coming. You get you a knife, and like I said, you don't even have to carry it on you at all times. You can bury that motherfucker on the rec yard. You can have that shit hidden somewhere in the bathroom, have that shit hidden in the vent, wherever you feel like hiding it, you can hide it. Because you're gonna find out that you're not the only one that has a banger hidden somewhere. You know, when I was younger, man, on the streets, a lot of people don't know this, but I was very violent. I was really into this. Ride with your fire, stay your ass home. Okay? I even have it tatted on me. Ride with your fire or stay your ass home. All right? I was really on that dumb shit back in the day. And it was dumb, you know, to ride around with a pistol on me 24/7. You get what I'm saying? And when I was real young, about 13 years old, what I did was I buried a couple pistols throughout my neighborhood. So if I ever got in conflict with anybody older than me, bigger than me, or anything went down, I'd hop on my little bike, slide over there in the cut, dig that shit up. Be wrapped in Ziploc bags, saran wraps, hit them in gutters around the roof before of different houses. You know, I wasn't riding with my fire at the time, you feel what I'm saying? But I had access to them. That's the same thing that people need to do when it comes to your knife in prison. You don't want to be one of them people that don't at least have access to it. Your homeboy's knife ain't your knife. Someone you know has a banger, and they'll let you use it if it goes down, or they'll rock out with you if something goes down. 9 times out of 10, they ain't gonna let you use that knife, because that's their knife, that's their banger. That's what they need to survive prison, you understand? You gotta have your own, you feel me? And it is smarter to just have access than it is to ride with it and keep it on you. Mob the compound with the banger on your hip, tie it to your gym string so it's dangling down there. You see what I'm saying? Which, you know, they got the metal detecting poles, they got people frisking you, patting you down all the time. You get what I'm saying? So it is kind of harder to mob with it, but you'll learn the path and the rhythms and the ways to make it happen if you find yourself incarcerated. It's being done. It will always be done. You feel me? So if you want to be one of them ones, like I was on the streets when I got older with them things, before I went to prison, I kept him on me. That's when I was really riding with it. You know what I'm saying? And I got a tattoo right here on my arm that says no aim, right next to the scar from when I got shot. You feel me? I got no aim tattooed right here in prison. The reason for that is because I got shot at 16 times and I only got hit once. So that's no aim. You feel me? But I tell you what, I'm thankful I had it. You see? That's the type of situation you will find yourself in prison. Someone run down on you with a knife, try to rob you for your canteen, or want to wet you up, or you get in an argument with them so you know they're going to come retaliate over an argument, or whatever it may be. you will find yourself feeling more protected due to yourself because you have a knife or you have access to it. If you know you're getting yourself in a conflict and you feel like dude gonna go get a knife, or if you think he's gonna try to run up on you and you're scared or whatever it may be, and you have access to one hidden somewhere on the compound, you don't wait until he runs up on you. You don't wait until he decides to beat you up, catch you slipping, or try to cut you, because then it's too late. That's the thing. That's what a lot of people don't understand. It's too late once they do that to you. So once the conflict goes down and everything like that, he's a dummy if he lets you out of his eyesight. If he lets you out of his eyesight, he's a dummy. Anyone ever lets you out of eyesight when you're in the middle of an argument while in prison is a dummy. And if you let someone out of your eyesight after y'all got in a big, serious conflict, argument, then you a dummy. Because all he's going to do is go get that knife that he has access to. And that's the same thing you got to do. It's basically like you got to beat him to the punch. Straight like that. And like I said, this video isn't telling people, oh, go to prison, get that fire, start slanging on, and you feel me, turn into Conan and start wetting bitches up like the Vikings and stuff. No, that ain't what I'm telling you in this video. What I'm telling you in this video is to get you a knife for your own protection, because you're gonna need it. That's simple. Some people don't need it, but majority do. And a lot of them that say they don't need it or say that they didn't need it when they were in prison let a lot of shit slide. Which means if someone tried them, bumped into them, cut them in line, cut them in the chow hall line, talked to them any kind of way, 9 times out of 10, they ignored it. They let that shit slide. That means they let people try them like a bitch throughout their bid, and they didn't stand up for themselves. Okay? That's what a lot of people who will say, man, I didn't need a knife when I was in prison. Yeah, I know, because you didn't stand up for yourself your whole bid. But if you want to be one of them people, bro, that, you know, you got pride issues and you want to stand up for yourself, and remember, you're a man. You went in there a man. You caught a charge on the streets like a man. So when you're in there, you want to continue to be a man. You don't want to go in there and be considered a sucker. You feel me? Go in there and be considered a bitch. If you got kids on the street, you thinking about it like, damn, bro, if only my kids knew I was letting this dude in here try me, talk to me like I was a child. Nah, hell nah. You feel me? You don't want to be one of them. You get your ass a knife, and if someone disrespects you, plays with you, tries to rob you, tries to shorten you on any transactions you got going on or anything like that, what's up, fuck boy? You see what I'm saying? That's what you got to do. You get your knife and you protect yourself at all times, because tomorrow is not promised, and your biggest goal is to make it back out on these streets for your loved ones. Straight up. But anyways, man, I'm going to wrap this video on up. That's all I got for y'all today on the Inmate Dictionary. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. I appreciate y'all watching these videos. Y'all already know, stay tuned. A couple more videos down the line. I'm going to go ahead and drop the next letter of the series, and we're going to keep it going from there. I appreciate y'all watching this, man. Till next time, y'all have a good day. Keep them snakes, squares, rats, and clowns out your circle. I'll see y'all next time. This Frog.